Welcome back to the grind. In this video, I'm going to talk about the basics of the Gauntlet PvP event and some tips and strategies to use to score well for you and your team. When the event starts, you'll start at the first island of a long chain of islands that progressively have more and more HP to destroy the island and become worth more and more points. And each time you destroy the island, it will refresh over a matter of hours, and then you will be able to destroy the island again. At the very top of that map is a PvP island that spawns every 3 hours, where 2 teams are chosen to fight against each other, and the first team to destroy the enemy's island steals a fraction of their total team points or victory points. That fraction is 7.5% of their total score. The amount of HP an island has is the amount of points you have to score to remove those health points. Those points are granted to you for your individual score as well as contribute to your overall team score. When an island is destroyed, you get a bonus amount of points depending on how fast you destroy the island, and that goes to your team score. Now for the PvP islands, it's a little bit different, and the amount of points that you will win from destroying a PvP island are based off of a couple things. First, at least in Platinum, the PvP island has 100,000 HP, which means if you destroy the island, that's 100,000 points that your team will earn. The amount of bonus points you earn for destroying the PvP island increases with the higher level island you've progressed to. The amount of points that you earn from each attack is based off of a modifier. As with each island, that modifier increases until the end. The modifier you get on the PvP island is based on the highest level island that you're currently at. So at the very start of the event, before you destroy any of the chain islands, if you do an attack on the PvP island against a target worth 100 points, you'll earn 114 points. However, if you wait until the end where you're at the last island and you attack the same player for 100 points, you'll earn about 260 points for that target. Additionally, when you destroy the island before the enemy team does, you steal 7.5% of their points. And the higher amount of points they have, that means the more points you will steal. But if the other team beats you first, then they will take 7.5% of your points. Understanding these two mechanics is key to understanding one of the major strategies around this event. That strategy being, in the first hours of the event, you want to push as far as you can to complete the PvP islands or the chain of islands before you spend your resources on the PvP island. And I'm going to try to use this graph to explain why. The red line is showing the points that you'll earn over time if you focus on the PvP island only from the start. The green line is how many points you'll get over time if you first focus on the PvE islands, then focus on the PvP islands. I found this chart from Mech on the forums, which I'm using to estimate the graph and the math that I'm sharing today. So what I did was, because it costs 100 points to destroy the PvP island, I counted how many islands I would be able to destroy with 100 points. And that would get us down to the Death Island, or island number 8. This chart shows that when you're on island 1, the PvP island will give you a modifier of 1.14. So if the target is 100 points, you'll get 114 points. There is a question mark over the amount the PvP island is worth as a bonus points, but I'm gonna guess it's around 5,000 based on the numbers. And so what that means is if you spend your first 100,000 points focused on the PvP island before progressing down the other islands, you will get the 100,000 points from the HP you take from the island, and you will get about a 5,000 point bonus, and whatever you steal from the other team, which if they have 100,000 points would be 7,500. Now, if you instead spend that first 100,000 points only on the PvE islands, the chain islands, you will get 100,000 points from removing the HP, and you will get another 100,000 bonus points if you destroy each of those islands within the 1 hour time limit. But not only that, on the islands after island 6, 5 and up, actually, you will be receiving a higher modifier for the points against those islands. And now that you're at island 8, the next time the PvP island is unlocked, you will be receiving a multiplier of 1.46, so 146 points instead of 114 points. And if you destroy the PvP island, you'll be getting a bonus of over 45,000 points instead of the small 5,000 points. Plus, on top of that, you will be stealing points from the other team as well. So understanding those two main mechanics of this game, you can see how if you focus on the chain islands initially, you can unlock more potential points early on in the event, allowing your points to jump up drastically at the start and to maintain that steady increase in points earlier on, as opposed to if you focus on the PvP island primarily at the beginning and that inhibits your progression on the PvE islands, then you would be slowly gaining points and it would take you till halfway or later in the event before you started increasing as fast as the other teams were. Once you reach the end of the island chain, it's definitely most beneficial to focus on the PvP islands because you will get the highest modifier for your points there. Also, you'll be stealing points from the other teams, which will help you remove their progress and in turn jump even higher up in the ranks. Explaining this concept is a little bit challenging, but I hope that I was able to help you understand this strategy a little bit better, and I hope that from this you'll be able to succeed better in this event if you do not already use this strategy. Ideally, everyone on the team will contribute early on to get to the last island as soon as possible so you can focus on the PvP islands right away. So I hope this helped and good luck.